gets in the truck and goes, the fifth wheel just opens up like it's supposed to automatically. There's no physical effort, you know, with the big long metal hooks in here and trying to get your whole butt behind it to get the thing to release. Jim Fox, General Manager and Vice President of Pinnacle Express Incorporated. The company's been in business since 1995. I've been with the company since 2001. Used to buy used trucks off the auction, you know, hodgepodge of different stuff. And when I got the opportunity to take over, I was able to say, okay, we're going with one spec. And we started developing the spec for what we do, which is aviation fuel exclusively, jet fuel and aviation gasoline. We get paid by the gallon delivered, so I was looking for weight savings. So one of the things that came out with the SAF-Holland no lube fifth wheel plate was the weight savings and the ease of maintenance. We don't have to grease anymore. The fifth wheels hold up real well. They're 100 pounds lighter. That's about another 16 to 18 gallons of fuel that we can haul every load. Some trucks do 4 to 6 loads a day. Multiply that by 5 or 6 days a week times 52 weeks. They pay for themselves very quickly. We like the Holland fifth wheel plates. They're clean, they work really well, it's maintenance free. Yeah, we don't do anything to it. We might squirt some penetrating oil on the jaws every once in a while, just to keep it, you know, working smoothly, but we haven't had any issues. That's all we run now. We have 24 Cascadias. Every one of them has the Holland fifth wheel plate on it. And they're in service every day, problem-free, worry-free, no issues whatsoever. When we started looking at suspensions and disc brakes, we were also looking at landing gear. This is the Mark V landing gear from Holland. We really been quite impressed with the rust defense, corrosion defense. The black armor paint is working real well for us. We started putting it on all of our new trailers. We've seen really good weather defense. It's not rusting like the older steel landing gears tend to do. The black armor paint's working real well. The mesh is fine. We like the gear ratio. On the high side, it goes down a little bit quicker than other landing gears. And also on the low side, it's geared a little bit lower. It's nice to have that feature if you do get into a situation for whatever reason, you have to disconnect the trailer, have to lift it up and down. You got that option available to you. Pinnacle Express has been buying SAF-Holland suspensions now for the last 5 years. We were a dual tire fleet for the first 10 years of my career here, and we wanted to go with the super wide base single tires for not only increased tread life, but better fuel economy. And we noticed about a 10% gain across the fleet when we went to the super wide base singles. Early on into the super wide base singles, because we had retrofitted, we started noticing interior tire wear, inside tire wear. And we came to find that it was due to the axles flexing. We had moved the track width out 2 inches on either hub, and what was happening is the tires, when they was loaded, would cant in, and it would wear on the inside of that super wide base single tire. But that tire's $1,100. So we had to figure out something to address that. We found the SAF product, and we started trying it on one of our small trailers back in 2011, I believe. And it was obvious within 6 months with the positive camber on that wheel end with the SAF product that our tread wear was even better. It wasn't wearing on the inside like it was with the other suspensions. The alignment systems, we'd have it straightened up at the factory, obviously. We'd run it for 2 or 3 months. We'd take it to our alignment vendor. Usually there was no adjustments to be made. The other cool thing on the SAF suspension, the swing align feature and the alignments, it holds really well. We align them maybe 3 months into its life with us, and then we don't touch it again unless we see some abnormal tire wear. On some of our older suspensions on the big cans, because it's a 6-axle configuration, but 1, 2, and 6 axles are lift axles. We have to lift those axles to go around corners. You get 65 tons of truck, trailer, and fuel on those 3 axles going around the corner. We were seeing bushings move, and axles coming out of alignment. The way we got around that is once we aligned those transports, we would weld a 2-inch bead at 12 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and 8 o'clock to hold those alignment cams in place, and that's how we got around it. We haven't had to do anything with this suspension, and the alignment system just, it holds and it doesn't move. We've really enjoyed it. When we converted from drum brakes and we started speccing our trailers with the disc brakes, our maintenance went almost down to nothing on these trailers. We're not having to grease slack adjusters, S-cams, the tubes, the bushings. For every set of pads that we change, we probably would have changed 2 to 3 sets of brake shoes on a drum brake system. A lot of times when we do change brake pads, it takes us longer to get the tire off than it does to change the brake pads. You have a $100,000 piece of equipment, the less time it's in the shop getting worked on and the more time it's out in the field delivering revenue to get that ROI going, the happier I am. Performance of the disc brakes is so much better than the drums. If you think about it, you know, truck going down the hill and the drum's getting hotter and it's expanding. On the disc brake system, even as the rotor expands, the caliper's gripping it tighter. When we went to the disc brakes, we had a big can, 6-axle transport, tractor full of fuel, driver's going to Grand Rapids on a delivery, and he had an incident in front of him where he had to dynamite the brakes and shut the truck down like right now. Tractor, trailer, driver, and fuel, 65 tons gross vehicle weight. When he dynamited the brakes, he shut that truck down and he guessed about 235 feet. It made funny noises, but it stopped. Everything that we've spec'd since then has been disc brakes. The tractors since 2009, the trailer since 2010. The drum brake system is obsolete. So time savings, ease of maintenance, uptime, it's all there in that package. Being that we're 100% hazmat, we're inspected all the time. So CSA or the safety management system, our scores are super low. I think our vehicle maintenance basic was 1.3 when I last checked. That means only 1.3% of the fleets in the country of similar size and vehicle miles traveled are better than we are at maintenance. So, but a lot of that is because we run good equipment, we take care of it. We train the driver how to interact with enforcement personnel, just to change the tenor of the inspection right from the get-go. And when they see equipment like this, they see the disc brakes, they see the aluminum fifth wheel, it's clean, there's not grease all over everything, there's tread on the tires, the driver's professionally dressed, and you know, his attitude reflects that. It makes life so much easier. Form and presentation in our business is critical. When you're delivering to a corporate aircraft facility, they expect a certain type of equipment, a certain type of driver on their property. It's important that we fill that service or fill that need in a professional manner so that they'll order from us again and our customer's happy and everything keeps going the way it needs to be going.